Samsung has unveiled its newest Galaxy Note phones. The company announced the Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus yesterday. The phones are similar to the iPhone in that they don't have headphone jacks. Oh boy, but unlike iPhones, their signature S Pen styluses now feature gesture control. Users will be able to perform certain functions by the phone by just flicking the pen in specific directions without even touching the screen. The Galaxy Note 10 starts at just a mere $949, and the Plus starts at $1,099. They go on sale for pre-order today. Dan Ackerman is a senior managing editor at CNET and joins me now to talk more about these newest Samsung phones. The stylus thing we were trying out, and it is kind of cool.
It is kind of fun. I know. I managed to snag one of the new Galaxy Note 10 Plus phones right here. This is a gigantic one. 6.8-inch screen, which is a little bigger than last year's, and you're at the point where it's basically like a little tablet.
No one should let me hold a phone, if you knew my history, but it's pretty light for as big as the screen is.
It is. And of course, it's very thin, and they've gotten rid of that headphone jack, which gives them a little more space to play with in terms of squeezing things down tighter, adding a little more battery capacity. But this is about as big as I think you can get a human hand around.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, or you have to have much bigger hands.
Well, the other model, the regular Note 10, is actually a little smaller than it was last year at 6.3 inches instead of 6.4, because I think there's a little bit of a big screen backlash. Some people want a giant phone. That's cool, but you know what? For practical everyday use.
Right. You want the smaller one. I read women in particular want the smaller phones too.
And you've been able to get smaller phones, but they don't have all the high-end features.
Gotcha.
So it's like you're trading. So now you can get almost all the high-end features in the smaller version of this instead of saying, oh, I have to get the low-end phone.
Gotcha. So, but regardless of the size, what are the differences then between the 10 and the 10 Plus?
I think you still get a micro SD card slot in the 10 Plus. Obviously, the screen is bigger. Otherwise, they are very similar. Obviously, the bigger one is a little bit more expensive, and you can get a version of the 10 Plus with a 5G antenna if you live in one of the few cities that has 5G service, which is the super fast mobile phone service. Someday, come back in a couple of years, we'll all have 5G phones.
I like it. You know, there's also a 5G version that you were talking about. If you don't have that everywhere, can you tell us a little bit about, like you said, a few cities may have it.
Sure.
So why do I need this, or why do I want it right now? What, you know, people ask these questions,
There's been so much hype about 5G over the last couple of years, but it really is mostly hype, very little delivery. Some of the big phone carriers are rolling it out in cities here and there. It's just the next, you know, when the signals get faster every couple of years, you had 3G, then they called it 4G or LTE. Now 5G, different carriers define it slightly differently.
Oh, gotcha.
And eventually you'll have blanket coverage, and the phone companies will find a way to, the carriers will find a way to charge you more for it, because that's the way it always works.
Yes.
But if you have a phone that's as fast as the internet connection in your house or, you know, at work, I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
So can we show off a couple of the I mean, we have the phone here. I know. So show me.
The phones are also, I mean, there's a design plateau. Every phone is a big slab of glass and metal, so you really got to differentiate with features. So the thing that the Note has is always the stylus, and it's always had that. But now the stylus does all kinds of cool extra stuff.
I mean, I think it just looks cool to have a stylus.
Well, of course, because you're taking notes, and then it can translate those notes into text, so you can like paste it into a Word document or email it or something. But I'm going to start if I'm doing a selfie, and I'm doing this backwards. So give me a second.
Am I in the Oh wait.
No, I'm right here.
Wait, no, you aren't. That's the
Ready?
newsroom.
I'm going to try to go like this.
Oh, there you
it
are.
is.
Well,
see, now I've switched the other way.
There you go.
Yeah, so you can switch from the front camera to the rear camera just by pressing this button and flicking like this, and you can go between the different photo modes by going like this: photo, video, live focus, super slow motion.
So just waving the hand and the stylus.
So if you have this set up on a tripod and you're doing stuff, you don't have to touch the phone to do that, which can make the tripod shake. You can be across the room, but my favorite thing is I go to video.
Okay.
I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to have it aimed this way. I'm going to start recording. And then...
I don't know what else to do.
I know. No. You're actually going to stand still for just
stand
one.
Still.
Yeah, sit still for just 1 second.
That doesn't happen a lot.
I know. Now I'm going to add a pair of really funky square neon 80s eyeglasses.
Ooh, I like this.
I know. Now they're on you, and no matter where I move this, they're going to continue to be on you.
Let's see.
And
can you show it?
There we go. Oh, look at that! You've got your eyeglasses.
Oh, they are funky. I like it.
Right, and no matter where we go, they're
What
still
an
there
artist
because
you
it's
are.
like, yeah, that's the most they let me do is draw eyeglasses and an occasional box, and then I can save the video, and it's on a video I can send somewhere.
Well, I'm so glad you'll have that for the rest of your life.
Oh, I'm sharing. This is going right on Twitter.
Can't wait. Dan Ackerman, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.